Hey you guys, I am back here with another Scents of Days Gone By, my weekly warm wax review. I know I mentioned this in another video, but I have a new camera because my old one broke, so the colors look okay to me. In the other video, the color was really off at the beginning. So if it's a little off, I apologize. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. Also, this camera will only record up to 20 minutes and then it automatically shuts off for video. So if, reaches that point and you see like the video kind of jump or I edit it, that's what's going on. It's just the new camera. Okay, so just getting into it right here. Now this week in general, for some of the vendors that I've gotten good throw from before, I haven't. So I don't know if it's just me getting candle nose again or just I ran across a couple of the lighter scents. I don't know what's going on, but it's been kind of a hit and miss week for me. So this first one here is Twilight, a scent shop by Candles by Victoria. This is a mix of two of their other fragrances, which is Edward Cullen and Bella Swan. Edward Cullen is Sunshine, Lilac, and Honey, and Bella Swan is a sweet floral with vanilla. Now this is overall it's a floral scent. It's a floral scent and I can smell a little bit of the vanilla and I can smell the honey. It had a great throw. I threw the entire scent shot in a 24-watt hot plate, let it go. It melted beautifully. Sometimes I know these don't. This one melted all the way across. It was fine. It was throwing like a champ. There's just something in here. I don't know if it's the honey. That's just not my favorite. So I would not repurchase it. But if a floral honey vanilla thing sounds like something you would enjoy, I would recommend it because it still was like, it threw like a champ. Okay, this one here by Steel Valley Scents. This is a palm wax melt that I threw in the Glade Warmer a couple of days ago. Now, I threw this in right before I went to sleep, and then unfortunately, I fell asleep. So this one, honestly, I don't think I could tell you if it was like a good throw or a bad throw. It smells really good on cold. It's a really nice pink sugar marshmallow scent. I do remember, though, that when I woke up in the morning, I definitely couldn't smell anything. But by that time, it had been going, for like 7.5, 8 hours. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily expect it to have much of a scent after that period of time. But yeah, unfortunately, I really couldn't tell you about the throw one way or the other because I fell asleep. So I'm going to have to order more and see how it is. All right, this one here by, man, this camera's got a shadow on it. This one's a little higher than the other one, so I'm going to have to figure this out here. This one is by Scentsy. It's, what does that say there? Lonicera. And what this one is, it is, I thought I wrote this down. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's honeysuckle, marshmallow, amber, and patchouli. So you can get the honeysuckle, but it's not overly potent. No, it's not honeysuckle marshmallow. Sorry, it's honeysuckle, amber, and patchouli. It has a nice green floral note. I would say I really do enjoy it. I threw this into that, Scentsy plug-in warmer, and I would say that the throw was about average from when I get out of that warmer. I could smell it if I was within maybe a 3-foot radius of the warmer, but that was about it. And it did smell really good. So I would repurchase that, but instead probably melt it in a warmer, to see how it does. Okay, this one here by Mariposa Candle Company. This is Berry Spun Sugar, Clamshell, 100% soy wax melts. Now I've gotten good throw before from Mariposa. This one had about a medium throw, I would say. I melted it once in an 18-watt, once in a 24-watt hot plate. And it just is a really sugary, sweet, strawberry, blueberry kind of smell. The berries in here are all like blended together really well. It's a really nice scent, a really gorgeous scent on cold. Like I said, about a medium throw. What I've melted from her before has typically thrown, I think, like about a good throw. So I think this one may just be like one of those more subtle scents. And smelling it even what's left here in the clamshell, it's not an overpowering cold throw either. Okay. This one here from Scarlet Raine, this was 6 little tarts. I don't remember what shape they were in. I think they might have been butterflies. And an orange blossom. And this scent is green citrus, mandarins, lily, greenery scents, amber, and then orange blossom. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous, like, bedroom scent to me. I can get the citrus note. I mostly can get the orange blossom kind of note. It's not overly floral. I really do enjoy orange blossom. It's probably my favorite type of floral. Well, I do like gardenia too, but it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful, fresh, feminine note. And I melted this 2 times. Each time I threw in 3 of the shapes that were in here, and it had a really good throw. Sometimes these like more delicate, spa floral type of scents don't throw super well. This one did. So far everything I've melted from Scarlet Raine has been good. All right, this one here from Victoria's Designer Creations, Peach Smoothie Ice Cream. It was a single ice cream scoop. Smells amazing on cold. Smelled amazing on hot. It was a great peach scent. It was a true peach scent to me. Smelled just divine. But the throw was low. It was a low throw. I could really barely smell it, and I melted this in the 18-watt hot plate. I think historically everything I've melted from Victoria's Designer Creations has had a good throw. This is the first thing I think I've run across that didn't throw well, and really not at all. But, I mean, God, the scent is so friggin' delicious. This may just be one of those more subtle scents again. I'm not super experienced with peach stuff, so maybe the peach scents tend to not throw, you know, or be more subtle. But like I said, gorgeous scents, just the throw wasn't, you know, the throw wasn't there. Okay, this next one here from Case Creations. This was 4 Sniffin' Sticks in Granny's Kornbread. Oh man, I love this one. I loved it. I would say the throw was high. I could definitely smell it. It was very present, but it wasn't one of those super overpowering types of smells. I melted it once in the 18-watt, once in the 24-watt. I think it threw better in the 24-watt, I would say for sure, than the 18-watt. But it's a really nice cornbread scent. Even my husband loved it. God, it smells really good. And it's strange how you can smell corn. But you can smell corn. I really love cornbread. I don't like corn pudding. But cornbread I can do. Okay, this one by Ava's Country Cupboard was 2 grubbies in blueberry zucchini bread. I threw both of them in the 18-watt hot plate. Amazing. Amazing. I love her zucchini bread. To me, it's like slightly spicier than some of the other vendors' zucchini breads, which is fine. And I like her blueberry. They were blended in here just perfect. This is one of the highlights of the week. I loved it, loved it, loved it. It threw well. Loved it, loved it. You know, I loved it. All right, this next one here from 10 Digit Creations. This was a 4-pack in Dragonfly. I've been melting this 1 tart at a time upstairs, either in the Glade or the 24-watt over the past, 3 weeks. This one is a mix of jasmine, fresh air, and sunshine. Now, I was surprised when I read the scent description this morning and saw that it was jasmine. Because when I smell this, I swear I smell more gardenia. And maybe my nose is getting all jacked up because I'm normally pretty good at picking up jasmine. Because I was familiar with that scent before from Lush. I swear I smell more gardenia. To me, this is just a really bright, fresh gardenia scent. Yeah, but it's jasmine, so I think I'm all screwed up. It did throw really well from a single tart. 10 Digit Creations historically has thrown really well for me from a single tart, so no complaints. I would repurchase that. I do enjoy a floral scent. Okay, I gotta go whole stack here from Rainbow Melt, so let's get it on. Okay, this one may be the highlights of the week. Zucchini Birthday Noel. I adore a sweet zucchini bread scent. Like, if I can mix zucchini bread with cakes and cookie scents or whatever, I adore it. Now, I didn't pick up a whole lot of Vanilla Bean Noel, but this had just such a sweet, sweet cake zucchini scent. It was 2 Rice Krispie squares. I threw it in last night in the 24-watt hot plate. I actually melted it the whole night, which for me, I normally don't do. So it went on at around 4 o'clock, and I shut it off around 10 o'clock. It threw extremely well. It was great. All 6 hours. I'm sure it would have gone more. I almost cried this morning when I had to toss it out. I loved it, loved it, loved it. And whenever Crystal, whenever she gets to my name for the custom blends, I'm going to get this in a bag of Brickle because hands down, this is one of my top favorites from Rainbow Melts. Very memorable. Okay, this one was definitely a runner-up as far as being a favorite. This one was 4 Teddy Tarts in Berry Pink. Berry Pink is a mix, I think, for her triple berry scent and pink sugar. I don't know what's in the triple berry scent, but when I smelled it this morning, I'm pretty sure I could pick up a strawberry and a blueberry. I don't know what the other berry is in there, but this is a really good blend. It's not overly pink sugar dominant. When it's hot, it's a good blend of the berry notes and then the pink sugar notes. It threw well. I did throw in 2 Teddy Tarts at a time, so that's a little bit more than some other people might do, just like 1 at a time, but threw well. Rainbow Melts historically always throws well. I would say that it would probably throw well from a single Teddy Tart. Absolutely fabulous. One of the other highlights of the week. Loved it, loved it, loved it. All right, this one here. A little bit of an older one from Rainbow Melts. These were 2 bundt cakes and pumpkin mallow zucchini. I did throw both of the bundt cakes in the 18-watt hot plate, because I'm trying to melt through some wax. I normally would only throw in 1, but I was like, I'm just gonna go crazy and throw in 2. It threw well. It had like about I would say it's not one of her strongest. It had about a high to a good throw, but still a like a decent throw for sure. Now, pumpkin scents are something that I'm not super excited about melting right now, but mixed with the zucchini, I really did enjoy this one. I think I could mix almost anything with zucchini bread and I would love it. You could definitely smell the pumpkin, but it wasn't an overly pumpkin scent. So this one is just another one of those that's just a really good blend, blended well. Throw was, you know, like I said, high to a good throw. You know, no complaints with the throw. Nice product. Enjoyed it very much. Okay, this next one here is in winter from Rainbow Melts once again. These were 6 Christmas tree shapes. I do not know what the scent description is for this one, but when I can smell it, it smells to me like a fresh pine berry smell. I don't think I smelled any peppermint. I don't smell peppermint. It's mostly like a iced pine smell, I guess. So I did melt 3 trees at a time in this one, once in the Glade, once in the 24-watt hot plate. The throw for this one was like a medium high to a high throw. Not one of the best ones I've run across from Rainbow Melts in terms of throw. It is a little bit on the older side back from October, but still, I think the fragrance, the pine scents, those also tend to sometimes be, you know, like more delicate. Still a good product. I enjoy a good pine scent. Even though I know this is winter, I would still melt this year round. So I will, if she puts this up again, I'll buy it. I would repurchase that one. All right, this one here is a remelt for me. I've melted this one before and reviewed it, Blueberry Muffin. Smells like a very authentic blueberry muffin. I love Crystal's blueberry scents, hands down. I think they're my favorite. This smells amazing. It was 2 more little mini muffins that I melted in the 24-watt hot plate. It threw well. Amazing, amazing. One of my all-time favorites. I will continue to buy blueberry muffin from her. She puts it up. But I think I'm cheating on blueberry muffin with blueberry butter brickle bread, which is also another really good blueberry scent from Rainbow Melts. But I still heart blueberry muffin. Blueberry muffin, kisses. I love you still. I still love you. All right, getting here to Daphne's Divine. Now this has been a weird week for me for Daphne's Divine because out of the 4 things I've melted, I think only one of them had a good throw. This one here, Rainbow OJ Cake. Now I cannot, for the life of me, remember melting this one. I might have melted it last week, like, you know, on Saturday after I filmed my other Scents of Days Gone By. I just can't remember it. I can't remember it, but if I smell the bag, it smells really good. It just has a really sugary, sweet orange scent. So, question mark? I just don't remember. If I wasn't blown out of the water by it though, it might have been because the throw really wasn't there. It might have been possible. So that's kind of what I'm going to go with right now. It might have had, you know, like a low to a medium throw. It just wasn't something I really remembered. This one has a good throw. This was 6 flower tarts in pink chiffon, butter brickle, blueberry muffin. I actually melted it 2 flower tarts at a time instead of 3. Twice in the 24-watt hot plate and once in the 18-watt hot plate. Throw was really good. I do not know what's in pink chiffon. It was mostly just like a blueberry, like really kind of doughy scent. I really, really enjoyed this one. So that one I would repurchase for sure. Now this one here is, it was a big chunky heart in a blue Hawaiian key lime mallow balm back from last year. This one, I think this one had about a medium throw, and the scent in this one is just not something I would normally like because it has coconut in it. I think that's what it was. There's coconut in this. Yeah, I think the blue Hawaiian has coconut. So I think I melted it. It had about a medium throw. I could smell it. I had it on for maybe, remember, maybe about 2 to 3 hours, and I think the coconut just wasn't sitting well with me, and then I shut off the warmer. So that's all I remember of this one. But from what I do remember, medium throw. It smelled, I don't enjoy the coconut, but the entire fragrance, all, you know, in general, how do I say this? Like, I think the fragrance was good, except I just don't like the coconut in it. Does that make sense? So I'm not trying to say that that's like a bad blend or anything. It's not. It's just you have to enjoy coconut to really enjoy that one. Okay, this one here is a chunky muffin that I got in a D-stash in cotton candy blueberry watermelon. This one you can see was received back in July, so we're getting up on 8 months old here. So I threw the whole muffin in and I was like, I wonder how this is gonna go, because you know it's one of the older pieces of wax I have. So I was messing about. It was melting in the 24-watt. I couldn't really smell it too much, but then I went outside, did some chores outside, and came back in, and I was hit in the face with a watermelon scent. So the throw is, it's one of those that it's one of those scents that if you're in the room with it while it's melting, you may not pick it up, but if you leave and come back in, then you can actually really smell it and appreciate it. And from what I did remember when I walked back in the room, it had a high throw. I did only keep this one on for maybe about 4 hours, I think, because it was getting to the end of the night. And I believe it might have fizzled out around the 2.5 to 3 hour point, which I'm assuming is maybe due to the age of the wax. So so overall I enjoyed it. I think I would definitely like to see this blend again, but probably in a fresh piece of wax, because then I think the throw would probably be like maybe a little better and would throw a little longer. Okay, from the Bathing Garden here, I melted through a clamshell in red and white striped balloon. This one is apples, cherry, marshmallow cake, marshmallow peeps, buttercream with sugar crystals. I melted this, I think, once in the 24 watt, once in the 18 watt. Yeah, you can definitely get the apple scent in there. The cherry scent in here is good. It's not that like really weird cherry scent that I really hate. And you can smell like the sweetness. And I believe that this one on hot smelled pretty much exactly how it smells on cold. There was really no surprises. It had a high throw, if I remember correctly. So yes, it was present, it was there, it smelled great, but it wasn't like one of those punch you in the face types of fragrances. But I would repurchase that. Okay, this one here also from the Bathing Garden. This was in a D-Stash lemon cheesecake. You can see there, this one was received back in January, March, April, May of 2013. So I put this on and I was like, okay, like, let's see how this one goes. It actually threw about a high. I was shocked. And while it was melting, I couldn't throw it. I couldn't smell it. But it was another one of those that I left the room, came back in, and then I could smell it and appreciate it. It smells to me very similar to the fruity cheesecake scents, you know, the ones that I think are Fruit Loops and cheesecake, except just with a little bit more lemon. But honestly, when this one was melting, I could not tell you the difference between a fruity cheesecake and this one, which is a lemon cheesecake. But I adore fruity cheesecake, so it was not a problem for me. So great scents. If Shannon ever puts this one up again, I will buy it for sure, because this one was a winner. I did enjoy it. And especially for the age of the wax, having a high throw, I thought was pretty good. Okay, I got two here from Two Timing Tart. And this one here was in Peachy Palm Champagne. This is in the new wax formula. Now, when I'm smelling it in the cup, and I remember when I was smelling it on cold, it is a gorgeous blend. It's like, it's just a light, fruity, gorgeous, feminine blend. It smells great. Now, when I was melting it, it really only had about a low to a medium throw, which surprised me. But I think it's because the fragrance oils are so light and delicate, because it's not super strong on cold either. And I've had really good luck with her new wax formula. So this one was a little bit surprising. Gorgeous blend. Yeah, I just wish that this one threw a little bit better. I like to have at least like about a medium throw out of my bedroom scents. This one here also from Two Timing Tart and Winter's Kiss. These were two snowflake-shaped tarts I got on a flash sale. Winter's Kiss is a frosty cold air scent, also with some berries and tea. It smells like a fresh winter's day. Like if you went outside in the winter and you had like a holly bush and you went outside and you sniffed and you're like, you know, cold air, a little bit of fruit, you know, a little bit of frost, you know, that kind of smell. Man, this is a really nice smell. Now this one is in the old wax formula. This one also had about like a low to a medium throw. I really could only smell it if I was within like a 3 to 4 foot radius of the warmer, I would say. But it's such a darn beautiful fragrance that it like kills me to say that the throw really wasn't what I wanted it to be. I think I have this in a couple more clamshells, so I'm going to be interested to melt this in the clamshells and see if it's better. And I think I melted this in the Glade Warmer. So also, next time I melt this, I want to melt it in the 24 water and see how it does. Okay, now moving on. Sorry, had to stop the video and restart it because of that 20-minute timer thing. So I've only got a couple things left here from Vintage Chic Scents. This first one here is a scent shot that I melted actually last night in Sweetheart Smoothie. This one was melting in the Glade Warmer, and this one is a smell, it's sweet candy and marshmallow. Now I fell asleep right as this one was melting, so I don't remember anything from last night, but when I woke up this morning, I could still smell it. So by that point, it had been going for maybe like 7 to 7.5 hours, and you know, it still had a fragrance. And this morning, after that period of time, the throw is high. I could smell it for sure in the bedroom. Now I know this says sweet candy and marshmallow, but when I smell this, I swear I smell pink sugar. And I love pink sugar. So that's mostly what I think I got out of it. maybe that's a sweet candy scent that's like pink sugar-ish, but I enjoyed this one. I definitely enjoyed it. I am excited to remelt that one at a time when I can experience it like during the first couple hours, because I think it's going to be even more awesome. Okay, this one here was a clamshell in, which one is this one in? Rosemary's Baby. This is a lavender mint smell. Melted it once in the Glade, once in the 24-watt hot plate. I loved it both times. It's a really nice blend. And I know some people always talk about lavender either being more herbal or being more candy or something. I don't really smell anything overly herbal in this, but I definitely could be wrong. I'm not the biggest lavender, I'm not the most experienced with lavender, but it had a really good throw. Not really good. It had a good throw. I enjoyed it. It was present. It was a great blend. I would absolutely repurchase that one again. Okay, the last one here, you guys, from also vintage Chic scents. This one was a clamshell in the Drive-In. This is probably one of my favorites. This blend is watermelon and blue raspberry icy. It was a good throw in a 24-watt hot plate both times. I really like this one. You know, blue raspberry icy. Could I smell a difference between a blue raspberry icy scent and a raspberry scent? I don't know, but there's something in here that you can get the watermelon. It's not super overpowering. It's a really good blend, I would say, of both. They're balanced well. It smelled delicious when it was melted. And there is something else in here that's more than just watermelon and raspberry. So whatever that blue raspberry icy scent is really good. I enjoy this one. And I think I have, you know, like 5 clamshells in this or something, because I went a little crazy and bought a whole bunch of them. Alright, you guys, so that's it. That is the whole Scents of Days Gone By. I do think I was a little off this week because, like I said, some of my experiences with some of these vendors that historically I've had better throw from this week just haven't been there for me. But like I said, you always got to take these reviews with a grain of salt, you guys, right? So don't listen to me. Don't listen to me and what I say. This is just my one-time experience with, you know, these pieces of wax. But I'm still loving the wax in general. I'm still loving all these vendors. I will continue to melt, even if sometimes I get something that's not throwing the way I like it, that I think for that specific day. Doesn't mean that that vendor's bad. Doesn't mean that that scent is bad. It's just I'm more than willing to try it again, and I still love all these vendors. All right, you guys, so I hope that you enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.